This is Black Light, and this is part 2 of the future history of the Aboriginal Asiatic melanated black man. We are the first people of the planet in the universe. I was mentioning on the first video that the black man went into hibernation. His mind, his mental functioning went into hibernation. It was going in decline when the pyramids was being built, and we were compelled to tell our history and our future in the buildings of the pyramid. And everywhere you go on the planet Earth, you will see our writings, pictures, architectural structures telling you the history and the future of the so-called black man. But we are black. I read on many occasions in the book or the Song of Solomon, where Solomon says that he is black but comely. And the universe is black. And out of blackness comes all shades of light, all angles of light, and all different kinds of thought processes are developed. And all mankind comes from the black man. But most people don't understand that, because in your churches, your religious institution, no one is practicing the first mind of the universe. That first mind is what we try to follow after, stay true to, and develop our minds and pattern our minds after that first mind. But we have been deviated from that first mind, and like I said, we went into hibernation, and that's the reason why we are so easily diverted, or we went to sleep and we haven't woke up fully yet. We got to wake up as a whole, or a majority. And the Caucasian has been a scientist, uh, especially after he came out the caves. He was taught science by the Kemetic people and other types of original people. All this is on the caves or on the walls of the pyramids or inside the walls of the pyramid. There's parts of Africa who knows about this, who we are, and for this part of the world, the United States of America, is where we will regain our rightful position on the throne. It states that in the Bible also, the end of Revelations, it states that, and now we're going to get into, that's why we are in this condition over here, because we went into hibernation and the Caucasian mind went into a God mode over us. We were supposed to come out of his control 1914, last century. But we kept getting rocked back to sleep. The Caucasian is fighting hard to keep his position, his God position over us. So one of the things he did was put his picture in the Bible. In all his movies, he shows himself as the authority, the sole authority of the planet Earth. I was watching this movie, War of the Worlds, today. It was a scientific picture they made back in the early 50s or late 40s. It had no black people in it. They was fighting Martians. And that was a deep subliminal message that movie was conveying to their people. They necessarily don't be talking to the black man when they make those movies. They be talking to their people. There was no black people fighting the Martians. They were making all the decisions. And when the Martians was getting ready to destroy their city, they went, the people, some of the people, instead of them leaving town, they went to the church. They had two different kind of church. That the man was searching for his woman to star the movie. And he went to one church, was just a Christian church, could have been a Baptist church, but his woman wasn't there. But he found his woman in the Catholic church. And they were praying for God to intervene. And just as the Martians were getting ready to destroy the church, the Martian ship stopped functioning and they died. They died from bacteria and viruses. Now these Martians were bigger and stronger, and they had a dark hue about them. But they were oddly built. But they were operating these little planes and using advanced technology. Now that could have been, in my interpretation, the Martians could have been the black man, what they call illegal aliens over here in America. You know, all the dark people are called illegal aliens. You know, and even the slave that he brought over here, he's not a part of America. And he always tell the slave to go back to Africa. You know, like it was our choice to come over here. Now I know it was some blacks already over here, but he don't consider them. He don't give them the same status as he give the slave. And some of these blacks he made treaties with, but let's keep on talking. We're going to go on ahead on and advance to part 3. Get into the meat of the matter on how to overcome this conditioning. First, we had to describe how they think. They're not dummies. They have an army of scientists. And the black man is in a state of what we call hibernation. Black light. Stay tuned to part 3.